Hello everyone, welcome to Katharine's Creatures. This is a series where I get to talk a little bit about and touch base upon various mythological beast beings and the like, pulled from lore worldwide. And I always like to preface by saying I am not a linguist, so if I mispronounce anything, I do apologize in advance. And today I wanted to talk about the Manto. And the Manto is a spirit that derives from Japanese urban legend. And this particular spirit has a variety of names, which is known by obviously Manto being one of them. The others are Red Cape, Red Vest, and this longer name, the Akei Kami Aoi Kani, which loosely translates to red paper, blue paper, which is important to what this spirit does. And overall, the spirit's described as being a male, and that's why it puts it into the Japanese categories of the yokai, these male spirits. And he wears this red cape and a mask. And even though he wears a mask, he's often described as being handsome and charismatic, even though he's pretty terrifying with his whole what he does. And what does he do? The Manto is this spirit who haunts bathrooms. When I first came upon this, my first thought was Harry Potter and the ghost of the bathroom in that series, but this one is actually pretty terrifying. So the Manto will come up to a person who is using the bathroom and will ask a question, because legends do vary, but they all agree that the spirit will ask a question, and depending on the answer will depend on the answerer's fate. So here's where the story varies. The questions could be, the most common one being, actually I should say, do you choose red paper or blue paper? Referring to kind of toilet paper. And the same could be red cloak versus a blue cloak, red cap versus a blue cap, etc., so on. But again, depending on which color you choose, depends on your fate. And the real kicker is, choosing either options will result in your death. You will be killed. So the only way to survive coming in contact with an Manto is by either not answering or saying that you choose neither option and you run away and you flee. So just remember that. Do not answer the question when it comes with Manto, the bathroom spirit. And as I mentioned before, the Manto is male, making it a yokai. What makes it even more creepy is that it often will haunt female bathrooms. Preferential thing, I guess. And sometimes it is known to haunt, and specifically the furthest back wall in the bathroom. So if you use the toilet, and these are specifically toilets that are in public spaces or schools, so not your house. You're fine in your own household. Just if you use a public toilet or if you're at a school of some sorts, be wary and maybe avoid the furthest back wall of that bathroom, as I said. But for instance, whenever the Manto asks you the questions, deny an answer, run away, because if you choose the red color, and here's where things get interesting. If you say, I choose red, whatever it being, the paper, the cloak, the cap, etc., it means that your choice of death will be through lacerations that are so bad that your body is drenched in blood, and this could be through being stabbed numerous times or flayed. So that's your red choice. If you say blue, your death is by strangling. You're being strangled so hard, squeezed so tightly that all the blood leaves your body. So that's the blue option. Red and blue, lovely. Now, as I said, all legends have, or at least a lot of the legends that we've come in contact with, legends do vary. Some of the variations in this one is there's alternatively a choice for yellow that gets mixed in, and if anybody chooses yellow, it's about the death that results is through drowning with your head in the toilet. Another lovely way to go, I should say. So just be warned, again, never choose any of the answers. And the concept of these choices has evolved over the years, and the questioner and the motives of the Akamanto has also changed. There are some more modern variations of the Akamanto's hauntings where the choices or the answers to those questions and the colors relate to more sexualized results and not deaths. But that is a more modern and a subsect of the Akamanto lore, and not the original lore, which started and was first noted in the 1930s, and from a school they think that was from Osaka. And by the 1940s, this kind of concept, this legend of the Akamanto started spreading and started going wider and wider and wider. And today there are various video games that use the Akamanto, even video games that here in the US we may be a little more familiar with, like The Legend of Zelda has its variations of the Akamanto throughout that one. TV shows, for instance, and movies have used this concept of this questioning in various ways. One of the more modern ones is Squid Game, and in that one they had a choice of a red or blue tile, and depending on your choice, depending on your result. So again, this kind of concept, red and blue. I would even dare to say that the Matrix choosing the red or blue pill may have been some which way influenced by the Akamanto lore, but that one I can't prove. It's just personal theory, just based on some of these other examples that I read about. Anywho, if you have a question about this or anything else, please post them in the comments below or reach out to me on any of my social media. And until next time, everyone, Skål.